All right, it is 6:02 on Thursday, June 8th. Welcome to this month's Committee on Committees meeting. I'd like to call it to order. Esteemed Town Clerk, is there any members of the public wishing to comment?
Esteemed chair, no, there are not.
All right, I didn't think so, but I always like to check. Charlie, have you had a chance to look at the minutes from April?
I did not.
You want to take a look at them so that we can approve them?
Um, oh, I just seen agenda.
Hold on, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I just have an agenda.
Okay, I just sent it with the attachment that has a PDF, and that's the PDF I'm looking at that has the minutes from on page 2.
Just got it. Image. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, that is the agenda.
Good.
Oh, here we go. Wait, what's this in the bottom? Regular meeting minutes. Oh, I'll probably have to scroll down on the last one. Roll call. Yep. I'll only add that using the phrase esteem still won't get you to Washington.
That is true, because it did not. I did not get to, tag along or go in place of or anything like that. So I might just have to quit my job so that I can,
Go to Washington.
give Tony a run for her money for the mayor chair.
All right.
Who needs to pay bills and have,
That's right. Hey, I'd vote for you.
There we go. Now, the only thing we need to guarantee is that UConn wins again. Men or women, I don't care who.
Well, I just saw they got a blue chip recruit from Rutgers mended.
Yeah, and Hurley's family's deep in New Jersey, so I imagine that was
Yeah,
helpful.
right.
All right, so any other updates to the minutes besides taking out esteemed? I'd like to move to approve the minutes from April 13th.
So moved.
And do we have all those in favor say aye?
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it. It's unanimous. All right. There's no candidate interviews. There's no old business. The only thing left in terms of new business right now is the Library Advisory Board proposed revised charge. And I will call on Sarah Ann.
Yes, thank you. So first, I want to apologize. I did not put in, I certainly dreamt that I did, but I did not put in a copy of what's currently in ordinance, so that you can thoroughly understand what this, or see what this, how much of an improvement this update is. But I don't think that keeps us from talking about it. And I think Leslie can speak more intelligently to it than I can, but in short, actually, no, Leslie, I don't want to steal your thunder. I'm going to let you talk about how great this charge is and why.
Basically, it's just updating the language and being more reflective of the role of the advisory board. We talked about it in the advisory board committee meeting Tuesday, and they were fine with it. They thought it was good language and were happy to be moving forward with it. The language in the current language that's in effect is basically a legacy of when the library stopped being a private entity and became a town department. It's that old. So basically this is just an update and with new language, and basically they're doing the same stuff.
Great. I just had a couple of questions that I think some of my colleagues may, or I'm trying to anticipate what they may ask. And so these may seem really straightforward, but I'm just covering my bases. You like the new charge, and you obviously you just said you ran it by the advisory board.
Yep.
Okay. And it's your opinion that it's better or may be useful to move it out of the code, if that's the correct word, or ordinance, and make it into a charge such as this?
It's my understanding that would bring it into line with the charges to other committees and boards for the most part. So it seems to make sense to standardize all that.
I 100% agree. And I just want to make sure, in case any of my colleagues ask, there wasn't any opposition to taking it out of the ordinances for whatever reason
No.
that you're aware of.
No, not at all.
Okay, great. I like the language. I don't have any suggestions for it. I think that it's great. It says the composition membership. The one thing I see is the library director shall be an ex officio. Does that mean even when they retire?
I hope not.
Okay. I'll try my hardest not to sneak that in when it.
No, can't get that one by me.
You've been great. I can't. I mean, I know I haven't talked to you a lot directly, but anytime my kids who are now about to turn 12, we had free time, we would go down to the library and just hang out. And whether it was inside or outside, it's mostly inside, and all the little trains and the puppets and obviously the books. And then, you have the metal detector finder now that you
Yeah.
can rent, and all that kind of stuff is just, I tell people at work, and they're jealous of the kind of town that I live in. So,
That's great.
kudos to you.
That's
and
nice to hear.
really appreciate everything, and so that's why I'm putting emphasis to make sure that if you're okay with everything in here, I'm thinking it's going to be pretty good. And
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's standard language. It really is for a library advisory board.
perfect. That's all I need to know. Charlie, do you have anything you want to ask?
Nope.
Sarah Ann, I saw your hand. You may speak, please.
Thank you, sir. I wanted to add in terms of process, this of course is like step one for having a charge for them. We won't, I think process wise, it makes sense to not bring this charge, assuming it's approved, to be recommended to the council tonight, that it makes sense to wait to bring it to the council until we can also at the same time bring a suggested revised ordinance to the full council as well. And that's something that after tonight, I'll go back and work on to be able to bring back to you to show you. It's basically going to take all of the library advisory board language out and just leave what's left, which is essentially language that creates a library department.
Perfect.
That's going to be left. So it's going to be very straightforward. Not something that I think, I don't think the council is going to want to run that through the ordinance development and review subcommittee because it is so straightforward. But I would think that it would make sense for us to submit those two things at the same time. So if we talk about that at the July meeting, then we could bring it to the council late July or August. That makes sense.
So are you saying I know Monday's too soon for anything, but for the second one in June, could we just put it on like an agenda topic as putting it on people's radar that we're gonna be?
If we could, there's no action though that. Just thinking in terms of what's proper. I'm not sure that we'd want to adopt this new charge without amending the ordinance first. And of
I
course,
guess-
as the ordinance amendment stuff, if you want me to workshop the edits to the ordinance and then just bring that forward, we can, but assuming that you're going to want as a committee on committees to look at it just to make sure that, I don't know, that it's
I can
all
tell by your response, I did not ask my question appropriately.
okay. All right, try again.
Okay, thank you. For the second June meeting, I guess I'm looking to see if we can add to the agenda the, like a placeholder to discuss this draft ordinance that will be coming in July.
Okay,
And then that'll give, because I don't, I know that 4th of July is at the beginning, and even if we don't get it on that first one in July, we can maybe get it on that second one, and that'll give you time to draft anything and get feedback from anybody that may want something besides what we're discussing. I 100% agree with what you're saying. I think that's the clear and concise way to do things. And then the following meeting, we would introduce this charge or do it at the same time. But I do want to put it on people's radar that that's what we're doing. I've talked about it a little bit, informally, but I think putting it on an agenda would be the right way if Ryan agrees, type deal.
okay, sure.
Just as a hey, we're doing this, and I'm sure if anyone has anything to say, they'll say it. We don't need to invite discussion unless somebody wants to.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Okay, Leslie, do you have anything else for us?
Nope,
Okay.
I can go home now?
Yes, and have some ice cream.
Yay!
I'm gonna have some Yukon Dairy Bar peach. That's my favorite.
Oh, I had that the other day. It is excellent. It's excellent. All right, well, y'all have fun. I'm out.
Good night. Thank you so much.
Good night.
Okay, so the next agenda topic in new business is reappointments. I move to reappoint Lane Watson to the Water Systems Advisory Committee for a term ending April 25th, 2026.
Second,
Mr. Osberger, in his esteemed wisdom, has seconded. All those in favor, say aye.
aye.
Aye. It's unanimous. All right. The only thing left on our agenda is adjournment, unless either one of you has anything you think has been missed. Perfect. Thank you, Charlie, for taking a break from tilling the garden. I know when you're in the middle of things like that, it's not always easy to pause it.
Well, I got the notification from my phone telling me I better get my butt in the house, and I was kind of like, oh my God, that's right. I forgot about that.
So did I. I thought this was the first Thursday, and then I saw the emails from Sarah Ann, and I was like, oh, yeah. All right, so I move to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
And all those in favor? It's unanimous.
Have
All right, so Sarah Ann, for this, I just hit stop recording.
Yes.
See you later.
Bye,